Trail, a true story about a blend door actuator and damages to our vehicle from from the state's fault. Roads were so bad, our vehicle went into a ditch. And the main thing, number one, it's negligent on the state's side, right? And as anyone else, we want to sue the state for everything, right? And the problem for the right now is the lawyers. Knowing in my heart they're really not gonna be right. They're not gonna play fair and do right, and that's just everything I've been through for the past 24 years. And I'm not celebrating the fact that the state has been wrong. Police from then and judges and more people have been wrong for more than, that's honest. 2001, March, April, May 2001, I was attacked by police, and nothing has really gotten better. I've had to make it better, right? But what I'm doing is I'm showing you also, like, I can hopefully make one of you laugh. Like, maybe there's a lawyer out there, because I want lawyers and judges to help me, right? And police and everyone else. And my heart is right by saying someday I've got to put one thing and more than one thing out that makes sense. But I know somebody's done it, like to sue the motel here. Yeah, Motel 6 and some other motels, but to sue the motel here for a slip fall where I had about broken bones, kind of worse. And I had a Mustang. I had a Mustang, 2003 Ford Mustang, worth going up to $8,000 to more. They can actually be worth $24,000 more than that. And it sat there for years, right where you're looking at. I'll go ahead and point right there. And Carlos Jimenez Gonzalez is the guilty. He's really a Dallas criminal. And the problem with the system, your lawyers and your judges have been wrong for more than 5 years, more than 5 years, 5 months, and 5 days. It's just a true story. And it's wrong that Vincent, a lawyer, Nick, is wrong about defending a criminal. And actually a judge, Tabalowski, is wrong for a bad judgment, a bad action on September 27th, 2024. No one told me there was a hearing that day. So there needs to be a sign out here, right? And someday I may be able to take one killing, one shooting, one incident at a time that's happened through my life where everyone else has already been compensated for and coulda, shoulda, woulda. But you see that ditch, that goes back to a skateboard wreck and against Dottie Hyde Law Agency. I had 4 cases, and it's just that they're wrong. They did wrong, but somebody did get killed right here. And there actually has been people killed right here, actually down in the room below me and to the right. And I'm not going to do it, but to the right is a area where T Money was killed. And then actually going to the right, I need to show you where the Dart bus wrecks were, to go stronger on my case, so everyone, and that's right for me, to the whole world. I want everyone in the world to know. Now the problem with lawyers is I haven't had one good one for 24 years. That's the truth. I have not had one good lawyer for more than 24 years. That's it, right? And that's the way I didn't want it. So that's the homeless go, and you have to have a sense of humor. They'll come and turn them down. The fire trucks will come, and they're pretty lights. And right up here, Ingram was killed, and that's not happy. But I'm a U.S. veteran, so there can be someone for me someday. But right there was where Ingram was killed. So anyway, what I'm doing is I'm not gonna show you any visual anymore because it's not right? I could, but I can try, right? So things that don't work, you don't want to do them more than once, right? There's my U.S. American disabled tag. As far as that's the truth, I'm permanently damaged, permanently disabled for the rest of my life because of what I did for your country. The problem was after I got out, everything got worse, and it still does, right? As far as life and people. And you get upset because you can't make somebody do the right thing, so you go do the next right thing, right? And that's what I'm doing today. The problem with sharing right now is this is going to take forever for this to go out to the public, and hopefully one lawyer in the world, just one, can pick up on it and say, sure, I'll take a case for the August 1st wreck where the ditch in the state was wrong, and you've got receipts, your vehicle was wrecked, and I'm going to go get a tool to have to fix it, right? And the blend door actuator, for those, okay, there's a little ditch right there. There's a Motel 6, right? But anyway, this is all honesty, and it's so effing frustrating because people won't do the right thing, right? And it's sometimes a world you don't want to live in, so you kind of have to. I have to go pay for the city, county, the state's fault and the roads. I have had to pay for since August. So I've already had to pay about 5 months of damages to the vehicle, which actually goes to the 1,000 if you're thinking right. So I'm going all the way to the area where I have to get a tool, right, to fix, because the wreck in the front end was so bad it really did destroy 2 of the tires. Now I got a out-of-state driver in front of me that's not doing the right thing, on a line of bad guys trying to get to where they want to go first, right? They're selfish as the JFT for the day. They need to read it. Somebody got killed right there behind us to the left. For that one person out there, this is the I-75. You don't really ever want to go on North Central Expressway, Dallas, Texas. You never want to get on it. It's just the way it is, unless you want to get killed. And if you're going to go speed, you're going to get a ticket. Eventually something will catch up to you. Anyway, I actually made a video over here. I actually was forced to go homeless because the government took all my money, the bad people, probation. And actually, going back then, lawyers and judges had already did me wrong, so I had to go to prison. And that's wrong. So, you know, I got a headache because of that, and I feel sick right now just because of that and those people's actions. So I've got to expose them, and I have to. Right now, the system is so corrupt, they make you do things that don't have anything to do with what is reality and honesty, right? And that's just the way it is with a good guy. You have to pay for all the bad people and all the bad actions, and you have to put up with, now I'm gonna cuss, you know, you have to put up with other people's bullshit every day, right? So anyway, drive slow and ignore all the crazy reckless drivers around you. That's the message of the day. And really, I could show you some of this if you can catch it, how bad it is. It'd be easy to be killed right around here, and there's a couple people that seems like that's what they're out to do today. Anyway, maybe someday you can tell a lawyer I need help, right, and a judge to help me too, and all the people in all the chains of commands that are all in higher positions than them. And that's really where I'm at. I'm going to need some serious help, and I'm going to pretty much end it on what's right for me, the prayers for the downtrodden, you know, and the homeless, right? Anyway, this is an asshole right here that decides that, you know, the other guy behind us, all of them, they decide they may not want to live today. That seems like to be basically where they're heading, right? Anyway, an undercover worker from Florida might get something out of this, and this is just something that I don't have to do for you, but this can be a place the homeless actually have stayed down here. So that's for the one homeless person that really needs a safe place to stay, huh? Right? Anyhow, the people around in this area do know there's the bridge back behind me. In this area is over by the Dart Forest Lane Station, all the way through there. And some of the homeless people already know the stream runs up and down there, that path that that I fought for your government as a veteran, so you could have the path and it could be paid for, so you can not have to pay for it and enjoy it. But anyway, a couple things more I'm going to say. And it's right about I was a great musician, I had a great career, and I had a great voice, and I had great moves with music, right? And because of your state and other people, I've almost lost quite a few body parts and not able to heal. As meaning I'm not able to heal, period. So anyway, I had a great saying that you could use for lyrics, and it was pretty simple. Don't slip, take it day by day, right? And every time you forget things, don't worry if they'll come back to you. That can be the Lord's way. Taking it day by day. Ignore all the universal confusion and stay focused on your own spiritual path, and ignore all the people that are committing crimes and sins, and stay on Satan's wrath. And if you feel unhealthy and sick, maybe you need to take a bath. And this is something that's going out to the world to be real. Everyone needs a little time to heal, because Jesus frees us and Jesus heals all diseases. And if you slow down, you may live another second and minute to another hour. And if you take a shower, you can go take a walk to get to a flower, and you can enjoy the Lord's higher power. And by the grace of God, there is a God, and it's not odd. And you can work in landscaping and plant flowers and sod and work with mulch and not end up wrecking in a ditch or a gulch. So anyhow, thank you, Jesus. The flags are still at half-mast because there hasn't been anybody good around me or another from our past. So try to have fun and have a blast.